Here's Cody Bellinger. And we're underway. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Moniak towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. One pitch and one out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
Tosses to first. 2 away. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners. No. Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Leading off, Ha-Sung Kim. Drilled out towards left center field. That one carrying. Out of here.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
This one looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Ground ball right side, it squirts through. Half on his way home. Here comes the throw. The tag.
On the tag, you're out.
One out man at first. Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Junior Caminero. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched. Take it. That outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Reride.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Chandler Simpson.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Bunting for a hit. Fires over to first. That ends the frame of the bunt. Back now in Tampa Bay, top of the second.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
That one fouled off.
Ball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 2-2. And
Ball
there's the
3.
ball. Ripped on a line. Simpson on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Jose Caballero, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Ball 1.
That's in there. And the count is 2-2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Two down, nobody on. And that
Ball.
skips in the dirt.
Ball 2.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for the Rays, Carson Williams.
Drive.
Late with the swing there.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Foul ball there. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got it. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
That's a ball.
That one pushed foul. That misses, and it's 3-2. Good job to fight that one off. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Back here in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. His second of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-1.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On a bounce right side. Throws to first in time. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 down. Flied to right his first time. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. Hit hard, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The relay, not in time, it's a double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Tap foul at the plate. Man at second. And that one fouled off. Line drive, base hit. Here comes the judge around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball.
Chisholm stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And that'll do it. Back here at Tropicana Field, here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Ha-Sung Kim.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
That clips the zone. 0-2. Next offering down in the dirt. To the right side. Rice steps on the bag. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Strike 2.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough.
Oh,
that
got
hit him. First base.
1 down. And now it's Brandon Lau. Gets him to chase after that one. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And that drops in for a strike. Stays alive. Man at first, 1 away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Dives, and he can't hang on. Flips it, and very nicely done for the out. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Happ on his way home. In comes the run from second. Throw cut off to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Comes through with the RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Moniak swings through it for strike 1. That one finds the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series.
Ball.
And now it's filled up. This to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and now they have runners at the corners. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the last half of the third. Up the middle, Caballero. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. Rays get an RBI double. It's now 4. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And that one hammered. That's back there. Out of here.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And the tying run is on base.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead somehow, create a little bit more time, or maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
That one's in there. Strike one.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
1-1 now. And a big swing and a miss.
Ball 2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Man at second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hard ground ball for a base knock. Runner around third. He'll score and then tie it. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. Line shot into the gap, should score at least one. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and the Yankees take the lead. Another comes in to score. It's a 2-run double, and they lead.
For the Rays, number 39, Manuel Rodriguez.
Swings through that one for strike one. Judge over the top. Action in the pen down there. Brian Baker warming up for manager Kevin Cash.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him off. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Line to right, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Judge on the run. Ball misses. In there safely.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board. Get two runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
2 on, 1 out. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One run across. Here's the throw.
Safe.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Laser could be trouble. Vladdy coming around third. He will score, and the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up at RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
And stepping in for New York, that one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 11-4.
For the Rays, number
An offensive explosion this inning. Top half of inning number 4. Yoan. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Right back to him on the mound. Slinging it to first in time. 2 down, bases empty. Now the third baseman, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off. Back up the, that got him. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. The 2-round trip.
now pitching for the Yankees.
Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Luis Gil. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, I didn't like his first 2 pitches. Down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And down on strikes he goes, and there's one away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Alfredo Miranda. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. Gil, a former rookie of the year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup. Just pulled the string.
To third. And
Foul ball.
Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging. And he strikes out the side here. Back now in Tampa Bay. They put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Happ going back on this one. Up against the wall and brings it in. Billy Clements stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. He was late there. Strike one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Ball outside.
Baker, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Hit in the air, center field. Simpson under this one. And a couple of quick outs. Manager out of
For the Rays,
Yoendrys Gomez takes over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. I think he was sitting off speed there.
Two down, nobody on.
What do you
Bellinger
got?
tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Did not go. That's
Ball.
down and in. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. High drive, deep right field. That one on its way. It's a belly bomb. Cody Bellinger blasts one out. His 9th homer of the year. It's Aaron Judge now. On the ground to third. On to first. Judge out on the play. Back here in Tropicana Field, let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, it seems like days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger.
And that one fouled off.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. In Happ up to hit. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the...
Oh, gets dirty to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Ball one.
The Rays with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Ball two.
Up the middle. Handles, throws to
That's
first.
an out.
That is the inning. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
You know, these Yankees digging into their numbers have to Happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
No question about this one. It's out of here. A 2-run homer. That's career homer number 140. And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice.
Angler.
Ball 1.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one in the air, center field. Simpson moving under this one, and there's one down.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
He swings and fouls one off. Way out front for strike 2. And that one is inside. On the ground, right side. Takes it himself, and there's 2 down.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. But it's off the leather. Around second now, going for 3.
Fantastic effort to track down that ball. Even though he didn't make the catch, teammates love to see that kind of hustle out of him.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Foul ball. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. 0-2 now.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Got him looking. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the road trips, I was, pretty average. There were some guys that would dial it up, and there'd be some outfits where you're kind of double taking and saying, where in the world are you going? But overall, I'd say I kept it low key.
2 away now.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Simpson in the box again, takes a strike.
No.
Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefit.
Line drive, brings it in for the 3rd out.
For the Rays.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Steven Matz.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Can't glove it cleanly. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Safe at second. He legs out the double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Back to the top of the order now. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Curve in the dirt. Line to left.
That's foul.
And that's just foul. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball. That's the first out at the top of the 7th. So it's effectively a sacrifice bunt. The ground out to the right side moves the runner from second to third.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily intend to sacrifice an out like that, but still good situational hitting. They need to find a way to bring him in.
And ball 1 to Judge. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play. 2 down, bases empty. Now up as the Yankees DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's a swing and a miss. Swings through that. Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate.
Ball.
Swing, and all the bat went flying there.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Guerrero leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball 2.
That one is absolutely belted. And it looks like trouble. And that's going to roll to the wall. Coming home. He'll score easily. And they extend their lead.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
And up next for New York, Ben Rice. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit. And he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
Man on second, 2 down.
No, that's a ball.
Matz throws over, and he dives back in safely.
Throw.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. There's a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitchers were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Here's a 1-2.
That's a ball.
That one
Ball,
just
no.
misses. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the
No.
zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
The 1-0.
Ball
Struggled a
2.
little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher. And first offering is fouled off.
Outside.
Two down, nobody on. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back here in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero.
Ball 1.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
No. Inside.
The Yanks up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now here's Trent Grisham. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball. Ball.
High fly ball down the left field line. Going back. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Set down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bellinger sizing it up, and there's 2 away. Now here is Brandon Lowe. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And they had their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Caminero wants to challenge this. Thought
Ball,
it was a
no.
ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put
Ball
the ball
three.
in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
3-0 down. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
No.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
In there at the knees. Here now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one missed. First and second down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Chisholm settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And first offering is fouled off.
Inside.
That one drilled left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw into second. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Foul ball there. Base hit center field. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and the lead continues to grow.
For the Rays, number 60, Garrett Clevenger.
Ball.
1 on, nobody out. A run in here in the top of the 9th. Step off, throw to first. Bellinger
Save.
dives back. Bellinger goes. And a foul ball.
Ball.
Next offering clips the zone count even at 2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Runner goes again. Pitch
Ball 3.
outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. Man at second. Judge rips that one. Brings it in. Runner tags at second.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. And he hits a
Second
ground
foul
ball
ball.
right side, and it goes just foul. On the ground to the left. Caminero. Now the tag at third, and they got it. And no throw. He's into first easily. Close,
No,
but
that's a
called the
ball.
ball. Ball one. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Edwin Uceda preparing to come on if needed. That
Ball
one
two.
off the mark, and the count is 2-0. Chop to the right side. Miranda. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in Tampa Bay. Bottom of the ninth. Chandler Simpson getting ready to hit.
Ball one.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Ball.
Fought off foul. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bellinger settles under it, and there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The Rays down to their final strike. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Let me talk to you. I ain't trying to do too much. I'm trying to stay tapped in. Yeah, yeah. Chasing you up. I don't need distractions. Yeah, yeah. Connected. I'm obsessed with manifesting. The guest list. I'm only worried about my checklist. Probably spent 6 on my family's expenses. Money made the memory, so I do not regret. Feeling like I'm God's best investment. I don't got no time to pet it. Paris Fashion Week, they asking me if we can. Who the best is, what's the metric? Yes, it's me. Going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why I should stop now. Thought it was.
As I sit in my b-boy stance with flip-flops and socks and sweatpants, I'm finna enhance your brain. Check it out. Once upon a time, not long ago, when the player from the point didn't have no flow. Hit me from a tennis shoe, walking to the store, caught up nigga slipping, but now I lay it to the flow just like Harvard. Cause I got the heat in my baby mama name now. Never bragging just to say not. Even when I was a younger lad, I learned my lesson. Never talk to strangers in the trap and answer questions.
The Pope and the scopes got us under the scope, but for unknown reasons, cause we don't sell that you distribute. We don't contribute to your clandestine activity. My soliloquy may be hard for some to swallow.